This video presents a brief overview of the Explore and Evaluate functions in the Mergers applet. On the Explore tab, we start off with our target image in the center. This is an actual image of two galaxies that constitute a merger. We would like to generate simulations that match this image. Two features to pay attention to for this particular merger are the tidal tails coming off of the primary galaxy. We would like to see simulations that match that feature. So to begin, we click More, and the software will go ahead and generate 8 simulations. Each one is generated by randomly selecting several parameters that control the simulation. And what we're looking for is a set of randomly selected values that will give us a shape that matches what we see in the center. So every time we click More, we get another 8 simulation outputs. Don't feel discouraged if you go through several screens and don't see anything that looks close. We're not necessarily expecting an exact match, but we would like to see something with 2 tails on it. Once we find something like that, we'll consider that a candidate match and select it so that we can add it to our list of selected sims on the right. So here I found one that has 2 tails. Now these tails are a bit bigger than the one we see in the center, but this general shape is what we're going for here. One tail towards the top and one tail towards the bottom. Now this one, the tail bends over a little bit towards the right, but this is pretty good for a first candidate. So we can continue on in this fashion, viewing screenfuls of simulation outputs until we build up a list of 8 or so selected sims. After a while of clicking More and generating lots of simulations, you will begin to fill up your list of selected sims. To see what's in the list, you can scroll up and down to see all the ones you've selected. Here we can tell that I have selected 7. So if I select an 8th one, that's going to trigger an evaluate round. So the software tells us that we have 8 selected sims that need evaluation. The instructions it tells us on the Evaluate tab are to pick the 3 best ones, starting with the first one. So pick the best one, the second best one, the third one. That's our goal here. So based on the ones we've previously selected, I'll pick this one as my best, that as second best, and say that one is third best. So now it tells me this level 1 round is completed. What I can do here is continue to use the Explore function, generate many more simulations, find 8 more that I like, add them to this list, do a tournament round for those, repeat that, etc. Now for each of those first level tournament round winners, I can be asked to compete them in a second level tournament, and so on and so on. Some other features to notice are on the list of selected sims. If I right click or control click on one of them, I'm presented with some options. Enhance will be covered in a different tutorial. Select as best allows me to move it to the top of the list, because the ultimate goal of the selected sims list is to keep it sorted with the best matches on top. Something else I can do is come along, right click on an image and say remove it. That gets it out of my list. And I also have the option of saying save as favorite, and you can view that from your My Mergers profile page.